You know how I said I'm going to make 300 people either millionaires or at least six figures? And people think I'm joking, but I'm not. I flew Jaden in from Chicago. He got in the social media program, how to start your own social media marketing agency. What'd you get in, 2 months ago?
Yeah, day one.
He was one of the first people who got in the test group. He wasn't cynical. He got in, and how much have you made in the last 2 months?
32,000.
32 grand in 2 months. How old are you?
21.
21. They don't believe us. If you're cynical, you always block your blessing. Some people, you could give them a $30,000 car and they wouldn't take it. If I counted how many people I've made millionaires but didn't have time to verify, it's a large number. Jim Rohn used to say, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. You pick what you want. You want a living, 9-to-5 job, or you want a fortune? Consistency beats duration. So a lot of people don't go to the gym because they're like, I don't have an hour and a half. It's better to go every day for 15 minutes. It's better to do this right here, what they're doing, if you don't even have a gym. Box, you should do a little shadow boxing every day.
That's a good angle.
Because duration beats duration is not as important as frequency and consistency.
Go, go. Go back. Start going to that side. Go.
Okay.
Go fast. Go, go, go. Woo, fast. Go, 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 go. Go fast. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go.
Bruce Lee said he didn't fear the man who practiced 1,000 kicks. He feared who practiced 1,000 kicks in one day.
Well said.
He feared the man who practiced one kick a day for 1,000 days. That guy's going to be way better. And so you made your money back right away.
Yeah.
Now, how'd you convince them to pay you up front? Because usually I recommend $1 to $2 grand a month charge people, but you got them to pay you 20 grand
See,
up front.
that's actually a really funny story. I think it was Joe Soto in the video. He was talking about how you should really analyze your competitors so that you can learn how to fill the gaps that they're not targeting for a competitive advantage. And when I went to talk to the doctor, it was actually a week before I actually got to sit down with him and really pitch him and show him the value of what we do. I went back a week later on Wednesday. I met with him from 11 to noon, and he was supposed to have a lunch from noon to 1, and then from 1 to 2, apparently, he was supposed to be meeting with another marketing firm.
Oh,
and that
stacked up, man.
Right, and that marketing firm was the $11 million competitor.
Okay.
And so I think he was actually writing that check for that person.
Oh, but you convinced him.
But I convinced him to go with me because I was before. So what happened was...
Early bird gets the worm.
So true, so true. But I said I was learning from the best in the industry, and this person is going to not only help me customize your business, but we're going to build your brand story, and that's going to be communicated in the most efficient and effective ways.
Right.
So that your clients don't have to shop.
At this house, you do not know what you're ever going to get. Say hello, everybody. This is our daily vlog.
You never know what you're going to get.
Say hey, Jamie.
And
Yes. I did it. I think it was about like a minute and 10 seconds.
yeah, that's right.
These pants aren't bad.
They're cool. They're cute, right?
Shake it.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that better? That's good enough. All right, which car is the best? You like a Ferrari?
It's red.
How many people know that you do all these things? And he said, well, usually I have to get the patient to come in for one of the things, and then I tell them about it. I was like, why don't you just brand yourself for all three?
Yeah.
And then save yourself the time and them the time.
Because that's one of the things that I teach in the program.
Yeah,
is how you
100%.
create what's called a brand story. Like, you have to.
That's
a lot
the
of
seller.
people's marketing is. Oh, that helped.
That's the seller. That is absolutely the seller.
Because if you watch my Snapchat or any of my social media, YouTube, you can tell that my life is kind of like a story. Like when I'll meet people on the street, they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "Oh, we already know about Zach, and we know about your grandma. We know about the cars. We know like what you do jiu-jitsu." And so the same thing, if you can do that for a doctor's office or a pizza restaurant or a landscaping company, and you help them build their brand, all of a sudden they'll stand out from their competitors. And then they'll start getting clients. And the more clients they get paying them, because let's say this doctor that does cosmetic surgery, a lot of times he's making 5 or 10 grand per client.
Yeah.
So they'll gladly pay you $1,000 a month. If you bring them 3 clients a month, that's 30 grand you're making them, and they're paying you a couple grand. You can eventually charge more, be charging $2,000 to $10,000. So sometimes, I mean, people, you can just get one business.
Right.
People don't realize how much business is spent on marketing.
Yeah.
It's just not that many people are good. Well, I'm glad you learned. Not that many people know the brand story thing. I'm one of the only people, I might be the only person teaching it like that in the world. And it really works. And if you don't believe it works, just look at my social media.
Yeah.
It works. If you're good at marketing, which is what I teach in this program, and I'm pretty good at marketing.
Pretty good.
You're never going to be poor. You're never going to be poor. My goal for this program is learn how to get a 6-figure income.
Right.
Okay? And it's a variety, because 6 figures is $100 grand a year to $999,000. Figure out how to make 6-figure and enjoy your life and keep the balance of, other stuff, and then you can figure out how to make a 7-figure. So my goal for people is learn to make 10 grand a month, then learn how to make, I call it the rule of 10, then make 100 grand a month, then $1 million a month, then you can try to make 10 million a month.